So Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson wouldn't give back or wouldn't say he'd give back the money that Lil Durk gave him for his campaign, but you got mayors of other cities taking back the keys they gave him. Let's start. Let's hit it.
Local rapper and Grammy winner Lil Durk is being held behind bars in South Florida, charged in a murder for hire plot back in 2022.
The FBI says he was arrested while trying to flee the country. Investigators believe Lil Durk put out a hit on another rapper, Quando Rondo, in retaliation.
Man, so if he was trying to leave the country, that means somebody told him that them feds are coming to get him. I wonder who did that.
And for the earlier murder of Chicago rapper King Von. Rondo's cousin also died in a shooting at a Los Angeles gas station caught on camera. Several of Lil Durk's associates have also been arrested in connection with this same plot. Last week, Lil Durk was celebrated by two West suburban mayors. They even gave the rapper keys to their villages and partnered with his foundation.
Now, after his arrest, one of those mayors is backtracking. Our Charlie DeMar has the story from Bellwood.
The mayor here in Bellwood says he won't take back the key to his village until the legal process plays itself out. Meanwhile, in Broadview, the mayor there wasting no time and has already withdrawn the key to her community. Durk Banks, or Lil Durk, was honored and celebrated last week with keys to the villages of Bellwood and Broadview.
And so on behalf of the village of Broadview, we are honored to present this key to the city.
Here's what I'm not understanding. I said before, I'm not from Chicago. I live in Texas. Don't know Lil Durk from the Man on the Moon. But I know what I've heard, I know what I've seen from people close to him, from his music itself. That this dude is street affiliated with some gang in Chicago. Violence is part of their lifestyle. How are we as Black people so desperate to be involved, to get to get money, to get support from famous people, that we will do that and get that kind of notoriety being associated with known criminals? I'm not understanding that. If you want to live that lifestyle, then you live that lifestyle, deal with the consequences as they lie. But politicians, and we always talk about how politicians are corrupt and can't be trusted. Giving the key of your city or your township to this man only validates that point. I don't want to hear about white folks do it too. I don't see white folks doing this with rappers. I don't see white folks doing this with known gang members. Not out in public. For some reason, we feel we have to be seen when we do things like this. We're going to give him a chance. He says he want to change. Man, dude, when you commit crimes, you got to be in the penitentiary for a while before you can get out and start rehabilitation. But y'all allow this person to. This is why I say when it comes to this presidential election, it ain't a Black person in the world but holler that Donald Trump is a felon. Not one. Because you got this guy standing right here and you know his past. You live in Chicago, so you know this man's history, you know his past. All you got to do is Google. All you got to do is ask folks. Put your ear to the street. People be laughing at me about stuff in my own little community, about things that I know. And they're like, how you know that? Man, I keep my ear to the street. I know people who know people. I mean, dang, a lot of y'all people are from Chicago. Y'all from a little town that y'all giving out keys to. All you gotta do is ask one or two questions. It's only 6 degrees of separation. I always remember that. Just ask one or two questions. Somebody tell you about this dude, then you'll be like, oh, we need to give him keys to the city. Why? Because he donated money? Nah, matter of fact, you shouldn't even took the money. You shouldn't even took the money or the press.
Durk Banks, neighborhood heroes.
Both mayors were on hand for the ceremony and took time to pose for pictures.
I want y'all to see something. Hold up. Where is it? You see this woman here? I bet you she's a Lil Durk fan. She just look at her face. She got a face like, psh. Well, I don't know. She might be his family member. I don't know, but she's smitten over Lil Durk.
Both mayors were on hand for the ceremony and took time to pose for pictures. A partnership with the Rappers Foundation was announced in front of students from both communities.
This is a moment.
But I guarantee you, them students can recite every lyric to his songs, and his songs have little to no positivity behind the message. Why do you think they're there? For the key? They're there because they're saying, hey, I can be part of this game. I can take out of my ops, having been, you know what I'm saying, getting the shootout with my ops. I can sit here and sell dope or whatever in my community, make a lot of money, and still get recognition by these mayors of these cities if I give them money. What kind of examples does that set?
Momentous occasion to have Lil Durk with us in our communities. We want to give him another round of applause.
But the symbolic gesture was met with backlash even before news of Lil Durk's latest arrest on murder for hire charges.
So are we glorifying that, or are we saying that that's okay? He's not.
Thank you. Thank you. Somebody using common sense. You don't mix yourself up with that type of environment if you in politics.
Even from this, he's from the South Side.
Broadview Mayor Katrina Thompson defended her decision to give Lil Durk the key to the village at a board meeting earlier this week.
I am a mayor, and I'm proud to have made that connection.
It just doesn't send the best message to our residents, to our community.
Angela Patterson is
It definitely don't.
Running for mayor in Broadview. Janelle Moreland is the current village clerk in Bellwood and a mayoral candidate.
You know, so what about the people that have been active in our communities, that have done some great things in our communities?
After Lil Durk was arrested in Florida, Broadview's mayor withdrew the honor, saying in part, as mayor, protecting Broadview's interests and upholding the values of residents is job number one.
For her to do that fast, that means it was already on her mind. Somebody's probably been telling her this since before she even gave him the key to the city or the recognition. And then once it's popped out, she was like, oh my God, what do I do? And they're like, you have to denounce this partnership.
I do think it's too late. I think we should have not given him the key from the very beginning.
Bellwood's mayor says he was surprised to learn of Lil Durk's arrest, but is not ready to take away the key, saying we live in the United States of America where the accused is innocent until proven guilty.
You think Mayor Harvey should?
Let's think about Lil Durk and talk about like the YSL trial. Now, this trial been going on for well over a year. And everybody talk about, free Young Thug and this, that, and the third. And they say it's possible that that trial can be dismissed. Or what do you call it, like a mistrial? Because of, I don't know nothing about the trial. I ain't really watching it, but it could be a mistrial. Does not mean that Young Thug and YSL have not committed crimes, because they got proof. They got evidence. They got all kind of evidence. Like even with his Lil Durk situation, they talk about they got like receipts and text messages of like rental cars and plane tickets, stuff like that, to tie him to these crimes. So if he goes to trial and on some technicality he becomes innocent or the case gets thrown out, that means what? He's a good person. That means he didn't do the crime. That means you're gonna keep this. That means you're gonna let him keep the key. Or Brandon Johnson, you're gonna let him keep, or you're gonna keep the money Brandon Johnson that he gave. When everybody knows, like I said, the streets talk. Don't stop listening to the streets now. So the streets talk. And you chose to still go with this path. That's a you problem.
Should have taken the key back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. At least it would show my concern for my community, right? At least it would show like I don't condone this.
Both suburban mayors declined an on-camera interview. Reporting in Bellwood, Charlie DeMar, CBS News, Chicago.
Lil Durk donated $150,000 to Mayor Brandon Johnson's campaign, and when the mayor was asked if he would return the money, this is what he said.
What will you do with the money? Well, as I said, right now we have allegations, right, that he has not been tried.
The mayor went on to say Lil Durk has been instrumental in helping children in Chicago.
For the second time in
He ain't helped children too much because, like I say, his music has been detrimental. Just rap, a lot of rap music in general lately has really been detrimental to the community. But like I said, this guy's lifestyle, past history, whatever, y'all know it. It's out there for public view, and you chose to align yourself with criminality. So now you must pay the consequences. I hope we can get to the point as a people to where we go away from this, find people in our community that are doing, like the lady said, doing positive things, who's always been doing things for the community, don't have, saying negativity back or negative on their background. Now, let's say you have guys who are in the streets, been to prison, and then get out and are doing things for the community. That is different. That is different because they are proving that, hey, what I did was wrong. I got caught up. I wouldn't wish this on nobody. Now I need to get out here and change and help fix what I create, the problem I created. That, like I say, is different. But for someone who's actively involved in certain situations and lifestyles, and you guys are embracing them, like I say, it says a lot about you as a person, not just a politician, but you as a person. And I can't get with it. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have intelligent dialogue. You know how we do around here. Um, Not only do I appreciate you watching, but also if you could like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those four things cost you no more, maybe another couple of minutes out your day, but they mean the world to us here. But if you like to support monetarily, you can give super thanks, super chats, or you can go to the description box below, and there are links there you can click on to help support us. Don't forget to go to marlonmorale.com. That's marlonmorale.com. We get 10% off your purchase of everything in our store. But if you want to take advantage of a deal that we have, a sale that we have right now on our miniature beard kits, you can go down to the shop button below this video and get our starter little mini beard kit, sandalwood oil. Got the beard, the balm, and the wash. Sandalwood, which is clinically proven to stimulate hair follicle growth, so it makes it the best product that you can get. So get yours now. Get it for you, yourself, or your loved ones. You will not be disappointed. With that being said, I'll leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.